apparently £500 million was spent on players this summer. Really? Did anyone see a shred of evidence out there this weekend? The teams are even worse than they were last season. Where did all the money go? Now, at my club, Chelsea, we've had a pretty frugal summer in the transfer market, a bit disappointing, but we've got a good squad and we are the champions. But all us Chelsea fans took great delight when Jose signed that new contract on Friday. Now I admit to having a full-size man crush on Jose. My wife thinks my Jose pajamas are a little bit over the top, but hey, you know, live and let live. But Jose, seriously, if you're going to last this full 4-year tenure this time, you're going to have to come up with another tactic other than just pass it to Eden. It's not going to work 2 seasons in a row, Jose. But one of the great things about the Premiership is that we can always rely on Spurs. It doesn't matter whether they spend $100 million in the transfer market in the summer or they don't spend anything at all. Whether they have a new squad or the same squad, as soon as they see a top 4 team, you know they're going to lose. They just merrily wave them through. Kyle Walker even scored the goal for Manchester United. So that's another season of Europa League football, Spurs. You really must enjoy all those exotic locations on a Thursday night. And so we look to the new boys for some inspiration. We've heard so much about the great work that Eddie Howe has done at Bournemouth. What a wonderful team they are. They're going to take the Premiership by storm. Well, they lost 1-0 at home to Aston Villa. That's an Aston Villa without Fabian Delph, without Christian Benteke. I even read a report saying that Bournemouth couldn't cope with Aston Villa's added cutting edge. Really? If Aston Villa have a cutting edge that Bournemouth can't cope with, Bournemouth, do yourself a favour, do all of us a favour in fact, pack your bags, go back to the Championship, and while you're at it, take Norwich with you. So, if there's a lot of man love here for Jose Mourinho, then the yin to his yang is definitely Roberto Martinez. Of course, we've outed him here before as a managerial charlatan. He's a darling of the media, the broadsheets even write about him smelling nice. Well, at Goodison on Saturday, they were 2-0 down at home to newly promoted Watford before scrambling to a 2-2 draw. This is Watford, a team that's famous for what? The patronage of Elton John. Well, I'll tell you what, Everton fans, you'd be better with Sir Elton in charge of your team. After the game, Martinez says, we need a new defender, we need a new midfielder, and we need a new striker. So basically the entire squad, yeah? What were you doing all summer, Roberto? Everyone else has been out buying and selling players. You wait until you're 2-0 down Watford before realising maybe we need a better squad. You know what I think, Everton fans? I think you need a better manager. And so, of course, we come to Arsenal. Arsenal, who had us all fooled. That great display against Chelsea in the Community Shield where they out-Chelsea Chelsea. Apparently they're going to be the team to beat this year. They're going to take the title challenge to Manchester City, to Chelsea. The opening day, the Emirates, home to West Ham. What could go wrong? Well, absolutely everything by the looks of it. Absolutely awful. Completely inept in every department. The problem with Arsenal is you can't strengthen the spine of a team that has no backbone. Let's make some predictions about Arsenal, shall we? Probably come 3rd in the league. They'll probably get knocked out of the Champions League in the first knockout round. But they might win the FA Cup. They're like Spurs with extra leg room. And of course, we wouldn't be complete here without a shot across the bows of the good ship Anfield. I'd just like to congratulate Liverpool on winning the Premiership, the Champions League and the World Cup at the Britannia yesterday. That could be the only possible explanation for the ludicrous levels of celebration at the end of the game. Really? It's a 1-0 mundane win over Stoke. And as for that midfield partnership, Milner and Henderson, the last time I got that excited about an All-England midfield partnership was David Batty and Carl Palmer, with Jeff Thomas waiting on the bench. Seriously, guys, we have 37 more rounds of this. Is this the best that we can do? Please. When does the Rugby World Cup start? Over and out.